From Las Vegas, there's one spot left in the Mountain West semifinals. Who will be heading back to the hotel on the party bus? Will it be the 6th-seeded Fresno State Bulldogs or number 3 Colorado State? Back in Vegas, you're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. Final quarterfinal of the day here in Vegas. Fresno State set to take on Colorado State. A look at the updated bracket in the Mountain West Conference Tournament. 3 winners today: San Diego State, Nevada, and Utah State. Who will join them in tomorrow's semis? And hi again, everyone. With Steve Lapis, I'm Andrew Catalan. It's been a great season for Colorado State, but a lot to play for in the next couple of days. Where do you have the Rams in regards to the NCAA tournament?
I would say they're in. I don't know about how safely, and they're probably one of the last 4 teams in right now. That's why they can ill afford to lose a game to Fresno State. This would not be a good loss and could knock them out. They're 2-3 in quad 1. They beat Fresno State twice. Pretty good this season. They're going to have to do it for a 3rd time to stay alive.
And what a year it's been for David Roddy. He's done it all for the Rams.
Yeah, this sophomore has been spectacular. And he's a different kind of player because he's 6'5", 250. He can put the ball on the floor, get to the basket. He averages over 9 rebounds a game. He's number 2 in the league in field goal percentage, and he can make 3-point shots. He has had a spectacular season.
And for Fresno State, they'll rely on Orlando Robinson, a Las Vegas native, coming back home, trying to pull the upset.
Here's another guy, averages 14.5 points, over 9 rebounds a game. He's made 3-point shots this year. The 7-footer's going to have a big game tonight against Colorado State if the Bulldogs are going to get it done.
Mountain West after dark. Mountain West after dark. Here it comes. Fresno State and Colorado State next on CBS Sports Network.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Kubota. Together we do more. By Army National Guard. The next greatest generation is now. And by AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
We are ready to roll in Vegas. Final quarterfinal of the day between Fresno State and Colorado State. Here's a look at the starting lineups. And for the Bulldogs, who beat New Mexico in the first round yesterday, it was Deion Stroud who had a game-high 19 points in the win. And for Colorado State, Roddy, first-team All-Mountain West. Isaiah Stevens, a second-team All-Mountain West selection. For Niko Medved in his 3rd season as Colorado State's head coach, what a job he has done. And they enter the Mountain West tournament, winners of 5 of their last 6 games. Justin Hudson also in his 3rd season at Fresno State. Mentioned they beat New Mexico yesterday. They were down by 1 at the half, and they turned it over a season high 25 times. They have to clean that up tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be a big thing. Now, both these teams have a tendency to turn it over. The one thing about Fresno State, in their 2 losses to Colorado State, they turned it over a lot. Colorado State got a lot of points in those 2 games off of their turnovers.
They met twice in late December. Colorado State won both by 22 points each game, but Niko Medved told us earlier today a lot has changed since then, especially for Fresno State. That was one of their first couple games of this season because they had 3 quarantines, didn't play their first Division I game until late December. And a good start for the Bulldogs as Stroud lays it in.
And Deion Stroud, that's what he is. I mean, he can make some threes, but he's really a slasher, and he had a great game yesterday.
Transfer from UTEP, 19 yesterday, including a highlight reel, 360 dunk, something he's been known to do as James Moore's answers.
That was an extremely aggressive move, and it seemed like that was something that Niko Medved set up from the locker room, going at Orlando Robinson right away, maybe hoping to pick up a foul.
Here is the aforementioned Robinson handing off for Stroud, who's 2 for 2.
I mean, they're running these dribble handoffs right now very effectively, and Stroud gets open twice in the lane.
Here's Kendall Moore all the way to the hoop for 2. Explosive move from the junior. 14 conference victories for Colorado State this season. That is a new school record. Straightaway 3 for Robinson won't go. 34% on the season from deep for the big man out of Las Vegas.
This Colorado State team shoots the ball very well from the perimeter.
Isaiah Stevens knocks down the jumper.
They make over 8 threes a game. They are a tremendous three-point shooting team, and they defend the three-point line, top 20 in the country.
Robinson draws the double, gets rid of it. And now Fresno State will reset, but before they can, a whistle.
3 seconds.
3-second call.
Yeah, I thought that Ballard was in there a little too long after he made that pass. But one thing that we see, Orlando Robinson is also a very, very good passer.
Averages 2.1 assists per game. That's something Justin Hudson told us a couple of weeks ago as Stevens hits again, is that Robinson is becoming a better decision maker in regards to his passing.
Isaiah Stevens, his sophomore, has been spectacular this season.
10th in the league in scoring, 2nd in assists per game, almost 6 per night for Isaiah Stevens.
Wow,
and
Stroud is feeling it.
Yeah, 6 points quickly for Deion Stroud. He's got all of Fresno State's points. Here's Adam Thistlewood spinning, and he took too many steps.
And that's good defense by Stroud. They know, Justin Hudson told his guys, you got to get to Thistlewood and make him put the ball on the floor. He is a great catch and shoot guy. That time Stroud gets to him quickly with the closeout, forces him to put it on the ground. He travels.
Stroud is denied this time, and the Rams come quickly the other way. In transition, it's Moore. And now back out to Stevens.
And one thing about Colorado State, Kendall Moore's their 2-guard. He's pretty small for a 2-guard, but he can shoot it also. They have 3 really good shooters in Thistlewood, Moore, and Isaiah Stevens.
Moore listed at 5'10". He'll take the 3 here. Ballard in rhythm 3. Doesn't get the bounce. Junior Ballard entering the night tied for first in 3-pointers made on Fresno State, along with Isaiah Hill. Moore's left alone, and it won't go. He's just 2 for 19 shooting the 3 this year. Robinson, and again, we're seeing the game plan early. They're doubling Robinson every time he touches it down low.
They came with the double, but they ran the cut down the middle, and Orlando Robinson almost got him there for a layup.
Hot shooting start for both teams. It's the Mountain West Tournament quarterfinals right here on CBS Sports Network. This year's teams in the tournament are now using the Shot Tracker app on an iPad Pro during games for real-time analytics like shot charts and points per possession to help optimize their lineups and play calling. And how about some ball reversals, Steve?
Well, look at the great spacing that Fresno State is. But you know what? This is a great play because they get 2 screens. Holland is setting with screen number 1, and then Orlando Robinson on the handoff is setting a second screen for Stroud. And Stroud's able to turn the corner, get in the lane, and score. So it starts with the good spacing, couple of good screens, including a legal handoff that became a screen, and Stroud scores.
Isaiah Hill gets it into Robinson, had it knocked away by Moore, and Robinson touched it last. Mentioned the turnover problem last night against New Mexico, a season-high 25, and for the year, Fresno State averages better than 14 turnovers per night.
And that's probably also Colorado State's biggest weakness, is the 14 that they average also. Other than that, they are a tremendous offensive team. They shoot 48% from the field as a team. That's one of the top in the country.
And that leads the Mountain West, 48%. They also do a great job, Colorado State does, at the free throw line. 6th in the country at 79% on the year. Robinson doesn't get the double, but doesn't get the bucket either.
Well, you know, they're a solid defensive team too, Andrew, but if you want to see where they're at, they're in the top 50 in 2-point percentage, 3-point percentage, and free throw percentage. That tells you that team knows how to score.
Stevens hangs in the air. He passed it to himself, and it goes out of bounds. And substitutions now for the Rams. Isaiah Rivera, John Tonje check in. So does Deshaun Thomas.
Deshaun Thomas was the starter earlier in the year, and then Moores kind of took over from him. Deshaun Thomas, more of a perimeter guy. He can shoot the ball from 3. Not as tough inside, though, as Moores.
Robinson's used to playing a lot of minutes. He leads the team, averaging 31 per game. Feeds Stroud here. Nice play, and there's the passing ability of Orlando Robinson.
And you're right, Andrew. That was a great pass, but it was also great recognition knowing that Isaiah Stevens was on Stroud, and this Stroud has a big advantage size-wise.
Stroud has all 8 points for the Bulldogs. Moore trying to answer off glass for 2.
Quick move. Orlando Robinson has been playing outside the top of the key a lot in this game so far.
Ballard for 3. He's now 0 for 2, and the rebound to Rivera. Rams working around, and it's Tonje with an open look, but he can't knock it down, and the rebound to Anthony Holland. Holland had a great game against New Mexico last night. Double-double, 15 points, 10 boards. Hill for 3.
Isaiah Hill is their best shooter, there's no doubt about it. This kid has really come into his own. The transfer from Tulsa really doing a great job shooting from 3 and handling the ball.
He had 17 in the win over New Mexico in the opening round. Tonje again left open, but before the shot, we have a whistle and a foul on the Bulldogs, and Robinson's going to come out.
You take a look here. That was a good screen by Orlando Robertson, and Isaiah Hill kind of fooling around. Kendall Moore didn't know which way he was going, went under it, and he made him pay.
The Fresno State foul was on Junior Ballard.
Fresno State very aggressive, denying all these passes and making Colorado State run their offense way outside.
Shot clock at 5. And here comes Thomas for the jam.
Well, that's what happens when you gamble for a steal in the low post and you don't get it. You leave yourself susceptible to that. That's a foul.
Rivera called for that foul. Let's go back to the dunk by Thomas.
Yeah, you'll see here they go for the steal. Holland he should have just played him legit at that point, because once he did that, there was no help behind him, and Deshaun Thomas finishes with the slam.
Hill goes to the ground, and he traveled. Isaiah Hill did have 17 last night, but a career-high 7 turnovers against New Mexico.
And New Mexico pressed them the whole game. Orlando Robinson also had 7 turnovers in that game, so 2 guys had 14 between them.
Both career highs for Hill and Robinson. Stevens will launch. Tipped to Stroud. Does not have numbers. Does not care. Count it and one. No, they wave it off and say it was on the floor. It's going to go on Kendall Moore.
Well, Stroud's feeling it tonight, that's for sure. Yeah, the foul was out there. He did a good job of avoiding the charge.
Our officials tonight, Tommy Nunez Jr., Sean Lehigh, and Scott Brown. David Hall is on standby. Kendall Moore just picked up his second foul, so he will head out with 12:08 to go in the first half. Stroud, 2 more. He's already got 10 points.
I'll tell you, he looks like a different guy. I had them earlier in the year, and I thought he really struggled in that game. Now, he is one of their high scorers. He's their third leading scorer, but tonight he's really playing.
And a foul called on Christian Gray. And that takes us to a timeout. Fresno State and Colorado State all knotted up at 13. CBS Sports Network brings you the 2021 Air Force Reserve CUSA semis tomorrow. It's at 12 Eastern time from Frisco, Texas. And we'll show you the bracket coming up in just a little bit. Paramount Plus is here. Live sports, breaking news, and a mountain of entertainment. Paramount Plus, try it free. So from the mountain of entertainment to the Mountain West quarterfinals. Been a great day here on CBS Sports Network, and one spot still up for grabs in tomorrow's semis. The winner of this one will take on Utah State in the semis. Earlier tonight, you saw the Aggies take down UNLV. Rams working around with 8 on the shot clock and an opening inside. Counted and one for P.J. Bird.
Good ball movement by Colorado State and a good cut by P.J. Bird. I'll tell you, John Tonje, who threw that pass, comes off the bench and really does a lot. He can score. He's like another starter, really, the way he's played this year.
The foul was on Christian Gray, so he picks up his second. And Orlando Robinson quickly comes back on the floor. Bird misses the free throw. You saw the ball movement by the Rams. They finished the Mountain West regular season second in the league, averaging 15 assists per game. Isaiah Hill with another triple. He's now 2 for 2.
Well, he's by far the most dangerous guy on Fresno State from the three-point line. They've got to make sure they get to him. A lot of denials by Fresno State, really making it hard for Colorado State to reverse the ball.
David Roddy at the scorer's table set to check in next whistle for the Rams. Thistlewood catch and shoot 3. Yes.
Wow. He didn't have that thing in his hands too long.
His team leading 43rd three-pointer of the year. Here's Stroud going right at Tonje, and a foul, offensive foul, called on Deion Stroud. Now here's the Conference USA bracket we were telling you about. 12 Eastern tomorrow, Western Kentucky against UAB in one semifinal. And then after that one, it will be Louisiana Tech against North Texas. Deshaun Thomas with some good minutes off the bench for Nico Medved, and now David Roddy returns. Roddy said this is the most fun he's ever had playing basketball. What a year it's been for Colorado State. A 17-5 record entering this one here tonight.
I like this team that they have in the game. This is a small team where David Roddy is their 5-man, so it creates a lot of good spacing. That's a foul.
Roddy doesn't agree, but he is called for the foul.
I thought he had his hand on his back. Yeah, that's a foul.
First foul on the sophomore from St. Paul, Minnesota.
Giving up some size to Orlando Robinson in terms of height.
Roddy listed at 6'5", Robinson 7 feet. Stroud, air ball.
Yeah, you got to try and keep Stroud from getting to the basket.
Stevens, and it won't go. Skying for the rebound is Jordan Campbell. Hill feeds Robinson. There's 3 white jerseys around him, and Robinson can't get it to go with an open look, gets it back, and the Bulldogs come up empty.
I tell you, he showed good hands there too, because he was surrounded and still was able to catch that pass.
Goes out of bounds, it'll stay with Colorado State. And Kendall Moore is going to come back in the game with the 2 fouls and 9:29 to play.
I like him coming back in for 3 or 4 minutes. Hopefully he makes it to the 5-minute mark without picking up that 3rd.
Roddy spinning on Robinson, but comes up off the mark.
Yeah, I mean, he's really good off the bounce. He saw Orlando Robinson guarding him, thought he could take him. He got there, but he wasn't able to finish it.
Ballard to the hoop with the left hand, no. And a whistle on the rebound, and a foul's called on Colorado State. It's going to go on P.J. Bird. There's Justin Hudson, Bakersfield, California native, 10 years as a San Diego State assistant coach. Aztecs had a tough one earlier today, but they were able to hold off Wyoming and move on to the semis.
That's a great left-handed pass.
Kendall Moore forces the turnover, though. Moore baseline, and he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, right foot on the baseline.
3rd turnover by Colorado State.
And one thing about both these teams are primarily man-to-man teams. You might see a little bit of zone out of Colorado State here and there, but not much. Good defense there by P.J. Bird.
Destin Whitaker is checking in for Fresno State, playing in just his 13th game of the year. Hill catch and shoot, no. Thistlewood with the rebound.
We talked about ball reverses in the first game. Colorado State is one of the top half-court offensive teams in the country. They go side. They've already used both sides of the court twice.
Bird is the word from deep. P.J. Bird with a triple. And the Rams lead is up to 5.
Boy, he's given him a tremendous lift. He's only made 7 threes on the season.
Robinson, tough shot, and Orlando uses the glass. Ten double-doubles this season for Robinson, tied for the 2nd most in the league, and a travel called on Colorado State. 7:36 to go, and the Rams lead by 3.
Well, the threes are coming out of everywhere for both these teams right now. 21-18, Rams over the Bulldogs.
.36 to go, opening half. Colorado State leads by 3. A reminder, Shot tracker is available here at the Mountain West Conference Tournament. What have you seen so far, Steve?
Well, a lot of screen, like that, those dribble handoffs are ball screens. They're kind of quick ball screens. They're not pick and rolls. When you hand it off, you're setting a screen on the defensive guy, and they've been using that a lot in this game so far. One ball screen on 52% of the possessions in this game, so you can see where Justin Hudson is coming from. High-low play, good defense. Very well defended by Adam Thistlewood coming over to help.
James Moores ended up getting a hand on it as well. So the turnovers continue to be an issue for Fresno State, already 6 here in the first half. Roddy's been quiet so far. And Roddy's now 0 for 3. They feed Robinson, nice catch down low, goes up, blocked, but a foul, no, a tie-up. And the possession arrow favors the Rams.
Let's go back and look at the defense on this high-low play by Colorado State. Did a very good job. You're going to see the ball come out now to the high post to Holland on top. Okay, we're running from there. He catches it here, stop it. And then Thistlewood comes over, he sees what's happening, comes over and gives the help that's necessary to make that steal.
Foul on the perimeter called against Isaiah Hill.
Colorado State's got to get Roddy going in this game.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not done anything yet.
Kendall Moore just came out. You said try to get him to around the 5-minute mark with the 2 fouls. And Nico Medved not messing around, pulls him with 6:50 to go.
And well, because PJ Bird is playing well, so he feels like he can get away with it.
Stevens tries to split the D. Instead, he coughs it up. Numbers for the Bulldogs. Ballard the trailer, and good job by Moores to get back.
I'll tell you, Moore's a pretty good defender, moves his feet very well, and he's in right position there for a steal.
And Whitaker gives it right back. Stevens for 2. Yes, Isaiah Stevens. And that causes Justin Hudson to call timeout. 6:15 to go. The Rams lead is up to 5.
It's Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale, where you can save up to $300 on our top-rated brands like Sealy. Plus, get a free adjustable base when you spend $6.99 on Sealy. Or get a $300 instant gift with a Tempur-Pedic purchase. Only at Mattress Firm.
I'm a Verizon engineer. We built our 5G nationwide so millions of people could do what they love in Verizon 5G quality. And in parts of many cities, we have ultra-wideband, the fastest 5G in the world. This is 5G built right, only from Verizon.
Werner Ladder is the proud title sponsor of the Naismith Coach of the Year Award. Join us when we announce the winner on April 2nd, right here on CBS Sports Network. Justin Hudson was not happy during that timeout, as the Bulldogs have been a little sloppy with the basketball. 3 turnovers in the last 133.
Yeah, the turnovers are starting to mount. They're up to 8 right now with 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Jordan Campbell back on the floor for Fresno State. He's got the ball right here. Campbell on the drive, and he draws the foul.
Thistlewood, he needed to stay in his stance a little bit longer there.
Campbell was recruited by Justin Hudson when he was at San Diego State. Campbell committed to the Aztecs, and then when Hudson left, so did Campbell. He ended up going to Oregon State for 1 semester, and then followed Hudson here to Fresno State as a transfer. Had 51 points in a high school game once, so he's capable of lighting it up. It's going to be a reach-in on Dion Stroud.
David Roddy, very good at sealing people up. He had his man sealed up there. Stroud had no chance except to foul.
And that was the second on Stroud, so Anthony Holland hops off the bench and Stroud will have to walk off.
Holland doing a really good job on David Roddy.
Moores will take that and hit James Moores.
It looked like he was going to hand the ball off, so his man left him, and he was able to knock out the 12-footer.
Hill for three. Halfway down and out. And the rebound comes into the arms of Isaiah Stevens. It's funny, we've been talking a lot about shot tracker here in the first half, but at the same time, Colorado State has a big whiteboard where they're writing plays on it from the sideline. So you got old school and new school here for the Rams. Hill thought about a deep three and took too many steps. And that's the 9th turnover of the half by Fresno State.
Yeah, I mean, they get into the 20s really easy with those turnovers.
PJ Bird is hobbling a little bit. He's walking off. And Kendall Moore will come back in with the 2 fouls. Bird trying to stretch things out behind the Rams bench.
This is another team that reverses the ball from side to side to side. Great shot fake.
And there's the 3.
That was a great shot fake and a great extra pass. Thistlewood could have shot that. He thought Isaiah Stevens had a better shot. He passed it to him.
Kendall Moore's 3 has sent the Rams on a 13-3 run. Holland trying to answer, and he does. Straightaway 3 for Anthony Holland, just a 26% three-point shooter.
He's been a big key. When they play well, Holland plays well. I'll tell you, they really moved the ball, Colorado State.
Moores missed it. And the rebound taken away by Ballard. Holland another 3 and doesn't get the bounce. Thistlewood takes it off the glass with 3:20 to go in the first half. Stevens high, arcing shot, no. And Campbell wants to push it up ahead. Look at the speed by Campbell. Out to Ballard for 3. And Fresno State struggling from deep.
Ballard's had a couple of good looks.
Stevens, jumper, right back to him. Moore for 3, air ball. Out of bounds. Well, this time of year, a lot of talk about the bubble. What about the bubble boy, James Moores? Oh no, it's the Moops. Moores, Moops, Moores.
Wealth is your first big investment. Worth is a partner to help share the load. Wealth is saving a little extra. Worth is knowing it's never too late to start, or too early. Wealth helps you retire. Worth is knowing why. Principal, for all it's worth.
Busted? Original Gorilla Glue, of course, works indoor, works outdoor. It's weatherproof, it's waterproof, it's versatile, and incredibly strong for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
I'm a Verizon engineer, part of the team that built 5G right. The only one from America's most reliable network. We designed our 5G to make the things you do every day better. With 5G nationwide, millions of people can now work, listen, and stream in Verizon 5G quality. And in parts of many cities where people can use massive capacity, we have ultra-wideband, the fastest 5G in the world. This is the 5G that's built for you. This is 5G built right, only from Verizon.
And we'll rise up, high like the waves. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I'll rise up.
Be in the paint, be in the zone, be in the huddle, be in the upsets, buzzer beaters, and nail biters. Be inside the game. Watch Inside College Basketball after the game on CBS Sports Network.
CBS Sports Network's coverage of the road to the Final Four continues from Cleveland with the Mack semis. That's tomorrow, 5 Eastern. Toledo, the top seed, takes on Ohio. And that'll be followed by Buffalo and Akron here on CBS Sports Network. And there is James Moores, 4 points tonight, playing some good defense as well. The redshirt freshman from New Zealand. Six-point game with 2:40 to go. Holland tied up inside. Rebound comes out to Campbell. Shot clock's at 2. Ballard for 3, and it's good.
And he wasn't able to buy one before that.
First field goal of the night for Junior Ballard, and it's a 3-point game.
And unbelievably, David Roddy still hasn't scored in this game.
Here's Roddy trying to get on the board, and he does. He hurt you.
You heard me. Strong move to the basket. I'll tell you, he is so good putting the ball on the floor and using that big body.
And a foul on the perimeter called on P.J. Bird. Good to see him back out there after what looked to be a cramp.
You see David Roddy, he sets a screen, and then Orlando Robinson just can't stay in front of him. Tough matchup off the dribble for Robinson.
Isaiah Hill at the line. He is the team's best free throw shooter at 87%. Obviously, I say that, he misses.
I tell you, they run their offense so fast. They pass the ball quickly. Oh, that's good. That was not going in.
Hard foul. And they're going to count that bucket for Roddy.
Yeah, that was not a good play by Fresno State. Gives a little shot fake. And right here, this ball's not going in.
And that's the third foul on Christian Gray.
And Ballard, I don't know why he goes after that.
Five points for Roddy here in the first half. Final 90 seconds before intermission. Cross-court pass, Ballard in the corner for 3. It's good. Over a closing Thistlewood for 3.
Yeah, I don't know why he was wide open. There was some miscommunication there.
Roddy. Back out Thistlewood, extra pass to Bird. His three is an air ball, and Robinson grabs it. Campbell, the lefty, for three, almost. And Thistlewood takes it down. There's a 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock, and Nico Medved wants to hold for the final shot of the first half.
Yeah, definitely.
Rams are 13-2 when leading at the half this year. Stevens won't go. Rebound to Holland with 3 seconds left. Holland to Robinson from midcourt, and it won't go. Coming up on AT&T 5G at the half, Adam Zucker, Wally Zerbiak, Chris Walker, Gary Parrish for a look around college basketball, plus highlights and analysis coming up on AT&T 5G at the half. Here in Vegas, 33-28, Colorado State over Fresno State. Coming up after the break, we'll send you to Adam in our New York studio. You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. Back in Las Vegas, you're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. As we take a look at the first half stats between Fresno State and Colorado State, certainly points in the paint, a big part of that first half, plus 10 for the Rams. And hi again, everyone, with Steve Lapis. I'm Andrew Catalan. Colorado State right now in the NCAA tournament, according to most, but not safely in. They need this one tonight. What did you like from the Rams in the first half?
Well, as you said, I like the way they attacked the paint. I like the way they turned Fresno State over, but really the way they were getting to the basket early on. Now, they are a very good three-point shooting team, without a doubt, but tonight they've been able to get the ball inside to the basket. 18 points in the paint, already, which obviously is a good number. That's what they need to continue to do.
Turnovers were an issue in that first half for Fresno State. 9 of them. And that's something they're going to have to clean up if they're going to come back and win this game and advance to the Mountain West Conference semifinals. Winner will take on Utah State in the late semi tomorrow. David Roddy was pretty quiet in that first half, 5 points late. But he's a guy that averages over 16 points per game.
Yeah, I mean, it bodes well for them that he didn't have a big first half and they're up 5.
And Orlando Robinson did not have a lot to say in that first half either, only 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. Colorado State has lost 4 straight Mountain West tournament games. Just have not had a lot of success here in Vegas the last few years. Trying to get a W here and move on to the semifinals. Ballard with a good start to the second half, the 3 from deep.
And another pass from Orlando Robinson, one of those left-handed passes that he throws so effectively. And you know what? It's so important, not just to deliver the ball, but to deliver it on the numbers so that Ballard could shoot it right away.
Here's Roddy inside. Draws a triple team, and now around 2, 4-2.
So strong.
He had Division I offers not only for basketball but football as well. A quarterback in high school. He was the 2019 Minnesota High School Athlete of the Year.
I could see him being a football player. I wouldn't have guessed quarterback. Ben Roethlisberger type.
Very good, Lap. Love when you break out the NFL references. Here's Stevens. And now Moore through the paint. Nice move for 2. Kendall Moore.
I'll tell you, these 2 little guards are so quick.
Moore and Stevens have combined for 16 points tonight. High arcing shot by Hill won't go, and Moore will pull it back. And we have a whistle and a foul called on Fresno State. And it's on Junior Ballard, and that's his second.
What's up here? What's up here?
2 minutes into the second half, and the Rams lead by 6.
That was a bad pass.
Roddy coughs it up.
Trying to throw it to the other side of the lane.
Stroud for 3. Remember, he was red hot to start the game. Then he picked up his second foul, and he's trying to heat it up again.
And that's not really what he is. He's not a great three-point shooter. He doesn't shoot a lot of them. He shoots a decent amount, a decent number percentage-wise, but doesn't shoot a lot.
Stevens. 9 points for Stevens.
I think for Fresno State to win this game, they have to start to establish Orlando Robinson somehow in the low post.
Thistlewood commits the foul. His first.
I don't know if Orlando Robinson really likes the physicality. I think Colorado State's playing him very physical.
He did have a double-double in both games against Colorado State. That was back in late December. And again, they were not close games. Rams won each by 22. But you're right. He's made some nice passes, but other than that, been quiet. But Stroud continues to make noise.
Yeah, again, they were physical with Robinson there, and he wasn't able to get that shot to the rim. Lucky that Stroud was able to get it and clean it up.
15 points for Deion Stroud tonight. He averages 12 per game. Stevens gets his man in the air and hits the 3.
I'll tell you what about Stevens. He knows how to move without the ball, too. He's a point guard. He likes it in his hands, but he can play without it, too.
Robinson will take a jumper from the outside. He's capable of making that shot. And there's a whistle inside. And that's the third foul on Stroud. Christian Gray comes back in. He also has 3 fouls for Fresno State.
Yeah, I think Stroud should come out for a minute or 2 at least.
And there's the 4th foul on Stroud, as you say it. And Justin Hudson's furious.
I mean, to get your 4th foul like that after you just picked up your 3rd. Yeah, I thought Justin should have taken him out. I mean, that is a bad foul. Oh my goodness. To get your 4th like that, 16 minutes to go in the game.
Three shots for Thistlewood, and now Stroud will head out.
I mean, he's been their best player tonight. And he's got to be good. He's gone now till at least 5 minutes to go in the game.
Anthony Holland will come in to replace Stroud.
On top of it, he fouls a guy who's shooting 88% on the season.
And Thistlewood's put together a nice career now in his junior season out of Golden, Colorado. Initially committed to Drake, and that's where Nico Medved was, and then followed Nico to Colorado State.
Morris is playing very physical on Orlando Robinson.
Shot clock's at 6. Hill, nice handoff to Robinson, missed it going up, and now numbers for the Rams.
Yeah, he didn't make a clean catch on that.
Moore to Roddy down low, and he's fouled. Good energy to start this second half for Colorado State.
Stevens there, and Stroud knocking down the three before he picked up his fourth. Rams are up 7.
Colorado State, the number 3 seed, leads Fresno State by 7. You're watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota. Time now for tonight's Geico Difference Makers. And so far, Isaiah Stevens with a dozen to go along with 4 rebounds for Colorado State. And Deion Stroud, 15 points, 3 rebounds, but the big number right now, 4 fouls. And Steve, you think he's got to sit for a while?
Depending on what happens. I mean, if they go down by 12 or 13 and it becomes now or never with 12 minutes to go in the game, you got to bring him in then. If they can stay within 6 or 5, then he's probably gone till at least the 5-minute mark of the game. So it all depends on what the score is and the situation. But if they hang in there and stay within 5 or 6, he's gone for at least 10 minutes. But if this starts to get away from them, they'll put him back in quick.
Roddy 1 out of 2 at the line. Robinson defended by Moore. Robinson's shot is short. Robinson goes to get it, and he stepped out.
Morris has played him tough this whole game. Made it very difficult on him.
Roddy double teamed. And his pass is intercepted by Holland.
Yeah, he needed to try to dribble out of that trap there.
Hill just follows Robinson in for 2. He was like in NASCAR. He was drafting behind Robinson and laid it in.
I didn't realize you do NASCAR.
I actually don't. That's really the only thing I know about it. Roddy takes the 3. Locates Moore, left alone, wide open, and he hits.
Really good pass by David Roddy. David Roddy could have shot that ball, but he saw a good 3-point shooter in Kendall Moore, wide open. He knocks it out.
Moore's got a dozen. The lead is 9.
This team plays very unselfishly together also.
And a foul. It was called on Moore's. The next greatest generation is now, presented by Army National Guard. And we take a look at Adam Thistlewood, a computer science major in Fort Collins, selected to the Mountain West All-Academic Team the last 2 seasons. Expecting a crazy snowstorm in Colorado with forecast projections anywhere from 4 inches to 4 feet. And as Nico Medved told us, he feels bad for his wife. She's on shoveling duties while he's here in Las Vegas.
Wait a minute now. 4 feet she's going to shovel? If he doesn't get a plow to come, there's something up with him.
I'm with you.
Okay.
He's got to make that call.
I would think. Do you want to stay married?
Yeah, make the call. Moore. Oh, reverse lay-in. Kendall Moore.
I'll tell you, those 2 guards, they're so quick. They're not big, but they're quick and they can shoot.
Largest lead of the night for Colorado State. Mia underneath. And another good feed from Orlando Robinson.
I like this kid. I think he's got a chance, Mia. I know he hasn't played a lot, he hasn't scored a lot, but the couple of times that I've seen him, that was a pretty good catch and a good finish there.
One of 3 7-footers at Fresno State. Tonche, no. 3 teams in the country have 3 7-footers, and 2 of them are here in Vegas, Utah State and Fresno State. The other one is East Carolina. Hill, deep three. And Robinson commits the foul. Looks like the Bulldogs, who again played last night against New Mexico, are getting a little tired out here in the second half.
Yeah, I think it's a type of team too. If you know your guy is Orlando Robinson, and he really needs to have. If you're going to beat a really good team like Colorado State is, he's got to have a big game, and he's not doing that right now.
He's 2 for 9 for just 4 points.
They don't have enough firepower to offset him not playing well.
Roddy, shot clock at 4. Stevens is going to have to put it up. He does. High arcing shot. And Robinson with the board. Kyle Harding on the floor for Fresno State. Here's Robinson. Can he get it going down low? Nice move for 2.
And they had him played on both sides. Roddy had him on the top side. Deshaun Thomas came on the low side, and he still was able to finish that. Great cut there.
Bird had it knocked away by Harding. Good defense by the sophomore.
Oh, they call a flop.
Robinson misses the 3, rebound to Tonje.
I think there was a flop warning there, I'm not sure.
And Stevens on the drive is fouled. 10:56 to go, second half. There's the call.
That is a flop, I think.
Here we go. Big fella jamming in there. Oh my goodness. Can you believe this? Anything can happen in March.
And anything usually does happen in March. It all starts Sunday with the selection show, 6 Eastern on CBS, and we'll take you right through the national championship game on April 5th. And our Jerry Palm telling us that he still has Boise State in the tournament despite their loss earlier today to Nevada, but he's got the Broncos as his very last team in.
Which means if there's one upset, if Seton Hall or Georgetown were to win the Big East tournament, for example, or if Memphis win the AAC, then all of a sudden they are out. So they're sitting in a very tenuous spot. But Colorado State, if they go on to win this game, is a long way from winning. They would be happy to be playing Utah State tomorrow night because they, even if they lose to Utah State, they still could be in. Utah State, I think, has to win that game.
Some possible bid stealers, if you will, around. Some people think Utah State is in better shape than needing to win the conference tournament, but never can be sure. Memphis, we saw them last weekend, a great game they played against Houston, and you already mentioned that Georgetown and Seton Hall, one of those two teams will be in the Big East tournament final.
Yeah, and I do agree with you that Utah State probably in better shape than those teams, because I think if they win tomorrow, if they play Fresno State tomorrow night, that's not going to be enough. If they play Colorado State and win tomorrow night, that would be enough.
All right, Steve, 8-point game. How quickly are you going to go back to Stroud with the 4 fouls? You're still sitting him right now?
I'm still keeping him out. If he gets to 10 or 11 at this point late, then I'd bring him back in. They keep hanging in there. They keep getting it to 6. They're kind of in that range where they really don't want to bring him in yet.
Junior Ballard has also picked up his 4th foul. And he is staying out there for Justin Hudson.
I mean, he's his second best three-point shooter, so I definitely can see him keeping him in the game. You certainly don't want to bring 2 guys in with 4 fouls. because you play no defense.
Robinson lost it going up. And it's Colorado State basketball.
They've been doubling him aggressively.
Here's a look at the foul trouble for Fresno State. Ballard and Stroud 4 apiece, and Christian Gray has 3. Last night, Orlando Robinson, a career-high 7 turnovers. And tonight, Robinson with 5 more. Tonje. Nice move by Robinson, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, this kid can put the ball on the floor. Good face up there. Beats Roddy to the baseline.
Robinson, a holdover from last year, now in his sophomore season. But look at this Fresno State team. 10 new players this year, including 6 Division I transfers. And of all the years to have so many new players, it's just so tough to get everyone on the same page. Then you factor in Fresno State has had 3 quarantines, 2 in the preseason, once at the beginning of this season. They didn't play a Division I game until December 28th. So the fact that Justin Hudson has rallied this group down the stretch, I think is a testament to the job he's done as a coach and how these players have tried to get on the same page, but so challenging with all that was stacked against them this season.
I mean, no summertime. Usually you bring all these guys in the summertime, you get them acclimated. Can't do that. Can't get them working out in September and October. When you have all new guys, really brutal. This kid's going to be a good player.
James Moores has 2 more. 6 points for Moores.
I saw him in the beginning of January when they played San Diego State. Great win they had. They came from 26 down and won the game at San Diego State. But he is a much better player now than he was then.
Nico Medved referenced that win in our conversation with him today. And they were down 26 and pulled off the largest comeback in Mountain West history. He said, you never know how quickly things will come together at the beginning of the season. He thought they were a little slow out of the gate, but then when they won that game, he said, quote, we haven't looked back. There's no doubt that was the turning point of their season and has helped catapult them here to a 14-4 league record and 17 wins overall as Ballard connects.
You keep him out there with the 4 fouls, and that's what he's out there for.
5-point game inside 9 minutes to go.
And as long as they keep doing this, you keep Stroud on the bench.
You say Stroud on the bench, but he is standing on the bench. He wants to come back in. He's not sitting. Bird will take that 3 and knock it down. P.J. Bird had 7 threes the entire season. He's got 2 tonight.
Playing with a lot of confidence. That's a charge.
Ooh. Fouls on Bird.
Oh, that's a charge.
Here's the 3 by Bird. Deep one for the junior out of Houston.
I thought he was in legal guarding position.
And that was the 4th foul on Bird. So he comes out and Kendall Moore returns. Robinson.
That's a really nice shot, but you know, you'd rather him do that and come in and take you into the post.
And Jordan Campbell commits a foul on the perimeter. And the fouls adding up for the Bulldogs. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Colorado State. Thistlewood an 87% free throw shooter. His parents, David and Kelly, both played basketball at Colorado School of Mines.
I think they have like a big-time hockey program at school. A little hockey.
But they're covering it all tonight. Holland for three. Yes!
They're not going away.
9 threes for Fresno State tonight. That's kept them alive here. Down by 4.
Well, they've made 10 3 of their last 5 games of the season, so they've been knocking out threes.
Stevens, that's a 2. Off the front of the rim, and Robinson with another rebound.
I think it's time for David Roddy to start asserting himself a little bit.
Robinson has 9 rebounds. He's 1 away from a double-double.
Good defense by Moores again.
Shot clock at 5. Ballard will launch. Nowhere close. It's caught by Roddy. And now Moore races ahead. Kendall Moore stripped away. And Moore is in pain behind the play. He's hobbling down to the other end as Robinson drives in. Counted and 1 for Robinson. And Kendall Moore is still hobbling for Colorado State. Wow, what a turnaround here. Robinson will come back with a free throw and a chance to make it a 1-point game here on CBS Sports Network.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Pringles. Stack flavors, make new ones.
Back in Las Vegas, where all of a sudden we've got a ball game. Fresno State on a 7-1 run, and they're doing it all without Deion Stroud on the floor.
Yeah, one thing, Ballard has really done a good job in this game. Missed his first couple of shots, but has been knocking them out since. Moving the ball, getting stops, and not turning the ball over. A big thing for Fresno State.
18-13 in favor of the Bulldogs since Stroud picked up his 4th foul, and there's still a lot of attention being given to Kendall Moore on the Colorado State bench, being attended to after that last play down the floor. Now Robinson, a 3-point play. It's a 1-point game with 6:40 to go.
Yeah, this is a big possession here for Colorado State. They want to maintain, they've been in control of this game for the most part. They want to maintain control. This is a big possession.
Roddy jumper is way short. He has not had a good night. Harding, and he took a bump from Stevens, who doesn't like the call.
Now it's 1-1.
That'll send Kyle Harding to the free throw line, where on the season he is just 4 for 13. Misses the front end, and Thistlewood skies for the board. Good pass. Caught and a finish! Thistlewood with the jam. Here's Robinson. Back out to Ballard. Harding will take a 3. And the rebound is grabbed by Bird, who's out there with 4 fouls. Bird just able to stay in. Roddy, nice move.
It's amazing. Fresno State misses that 1-and-1, and all of a sudden Colorado State gets it back to 5 again.
And here comes Deion Stroud. He just hopped off the bench, and Justin Hudson wants him back in the game. Right when you said, Steve, as we approach 5 minutes to play. Fade away by Robinson. Underneath, Campbell and one.
Boy, they've done that a few times on missed shots, air balls, getting rebounds, and putting them in the basket for and ones. Thistlewood does not do a good job of getting position on that one, but obviously a little luck involved when an air ball falls in your hands.
Again, Fresno State comes up empty at the line. They're just 4 for 8 tonight. And on the season, 67%.
And a good sign is Kendall Moore at the scorer's table. Oh, that time they played it well.
Turnover by Colorado State.
Campbell did a great job on that backdoor cut.
Oh, wow. Harding, a miscommunication with Campbell. All right, Stroud back out there with 4:30 to go. And yes, a good sign. Kendall Moore able to return. Let's see what he's got.
Last time they ran the isolation for Roddy, and he was able to score down low.
Moore for 3. Roddy, the offensive board, and he's fouled. Good work down low by David Roddy. One and one coming for Roddy.
There's nothing more nerve-wracking than being on the bubble and playing a game that you absolutely, without doubt, have to win.
Roddy makes them both. Big free throws. That's where Colorado State clearly has an advantage. 79% from the line this season, to just 67% for Fresno State. And it's played out that way here tonight. Hill drives, short-armed his shot, and here comes Moore the other way. Moore setting up the Rams offense.
Trying to get Isaiah Stevens off some screens now.
There is Stevens. Roddy defended by Holland. Roddy spins, goes up, and he's fouled from behind with the shot clock at 2.
So strong and so good with the ball off the dribble.
Takes us to a timeout with 3:29 to go. Does Fresno State have anything left late as they try to spring the upset here in Vegas?
Introducing the all-new Pro V1 and Pro V1X. It's not one thing, it's everything. The next level of total performance.
Deposit, plan, and pay with easy tools from Chase. Simplicity feels good. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Here's a look at the Mountain West Tournament bracket. We have two big semis coming up tomorrow on CBS Sports Network. First up at 9:30 Eastern, San Diego State takes on Nevada. And then midnight Eastern, Utah State will take on the winner of this one as we look at stacking up stats, brought to you by Pringles. And after a quiet first half, Orlando Robinson has provided a spark here in the second half.
Yeah, he's a very good offensive player. He can do a lot of different things. He can face up, he can score in the low post. But they've, you know, he has had to work for all those points. They've been tough on him.
Roddy adding to his point total at the free throw line. He now has 14 points.
You know, I'm going to give you a stat that you're going to think is insane, because it is. Do you know that Colorado State's second in the country in defensive free throw percentage?
You know, I saw how low it was, but I didn't know 64%.
Their opponents shoot 64%, number 2 in the nation. I wanted to figure out how they do that.
Do they use the shot tracker to help analyze that?
I tell you what, that's a lot of luck when you're number 2 in the nation and your opponents, the way they shoot free throws against you.
And tonight, Fresno State is 4 out of 8 from the line as Robinson heads back.
I'm going to ask Nico, what's the secret to free throw defense?
There's another.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, bottle it up. Take it with you the rest of the season. Missed them both. And Robinson, a 72% free throw shooter. Big misses there.
Big misses.
Whistle away from the ball. I think that's on Stroud, and that's number 5.
Yep. Well, to foul out on fouls like that is beyond me. Off the ball foul. Why?
Third time this year that Stroud has fouled out of a game.
I mean, he fouled the three-point. And those two fouls, especially the foul of the three-point shooter, who knows what would have happened to this team? He was playing great had he been out there.
So his night is done. 15 points. It could have been so much more.
I mean, you foul a three-point shooter, then you have to foul off the ball.
Not let him get it.
Thistlewood 1 out of 2, and it's an 8-point game with 3:03 to go. Corner 3 will go for Ballard. Robinson underneath, trying to establish position, misses. And Roddy has it.
I thought Colorado State did a good job there not fouling. And I thought he was going to score.
Rams using some clock here. Inside 2.5 to go. Roddy will launch. Campbell lets it go. It'll be Fresno State basketball. 3 timeouts left for the Bulldogs and 3 for the Rams.
Well, they got plenty of time. They got to score Call timeout, set up some pressure.
Robinson looking for his shot. Working around Moores, and it won't go.
Well, Moores played him well. He knows he likes to come back to that right shoulder, and he just really takes it away from him. Got to use the clock now. He's a really good player. That was a terrific finish.
11-2 run for the Rams. As Robinson hits from the outside, and now Justin Hudson will call timeout. No, Hudson did not call timeout. They want to go to the monitor, I believe, to check if it's a 2 or a 3. It was called a 3 on the floor.
Boy, this really helps Fresno State because they were going to burn a timeout there for sure.
That was close.
Close.
Tough to tell. Yeah, that looks like a 3.
Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of bothers me when there's a review under 2 minutes to go in the game. I think both teams, you see one referee standing here, Andrew? One team should be standing at half court. Each team should be standing at half court with the official. No one should get a timeout in this situation. No one. But what happens if a team's out of timeouts? It's even a bigger advantage.
Sure.
I just think it's so easy to fix it. One referee's always out at half court anyway, not going to the monitor. Make the two players, make the two teams stand with that official.
It allowed Fresno State to set up pressure here. And a foul called on Isaiah Hill. Justin Hudson wanted a foul on Kendall Moore.
Now here's where that 79% free throw shooting comes in.
Especially with this guy, 91% on the year.
One out of two, but the offensive rebound is gathered by Moore. That's a killer. You got to foul, too. Down 8. I think they should foul.
And you don't want to foul this guy if you don't have to.
You got to foul in somebody now.
Shot clock's at 8.
Forget it. Don't foul anybody. Might as well play it out.
Moore goes to the ground. He traveled. 54 seconds to go, an 8-point game.
I think if I'm Kendall Moore, I stay up here a little bit because they've been rolling the ball and trying to eat some time up. I look like a Nico Medved telling them, no, they're going to let him roll it.
Hill carried it. 13th turnover by Fresno State.
Yeah, that's a carry. Got a foul. If you're going to give yourself any kind of chance. They got a foul. I guess they're conceding. Must be. I'm surprised.
Yeah, down 8. I think they give it a go at least
55
once.
seconds to go. Why not?
And that'll do it. Stevens hits with 23 seconds left. Nico Medved will call timeout. It's a 10-point Colorado State lead. Trying to punch their ticket for the semis. Almost time to put Colorado State on that final line for the semis tomorrow. A big matchup against Utah State. That will have national attention. And in the other semi, it'll be San Diego State against Nevada as Hill misfires. Rebound Colorado State. Shot clock turned off. And they will not foul. Rams had lost 4 straight games at the Mountain West tournament, and that streak is over. Colorado State wins by 10, and they move on to the Mountain West semifinals. 16 points for Stevens, 15 for Moore and Roddy apiece, and Thistlewood also in double figures with 10. We have put Colorado State on the line. That should be a good one tomorrow, midnight Eastern time. First up, it'll be San Diego State against Nevada. And Nico Medved is joining us now. Nico, congratulations on the victory. You're on to the Mountain West Tournament semifinals. What was the difference for you guys in the second half?
You know, I thought we were pretty good defensively in the first half, but you know, we weren't in a great rhythm on offense. I thought our guys stepped up and, you know, made some plays, but the one thing that was constant is we kept defending. You know, we got going here a little bit. That's a really good defensive team. They're playing really, really well, but I thought our guys just stayed with it and showed some toughness. And when Fresno came back there late, like we knew we did, our guys just really showed a ton of poise and found a way to get the job done.
You know, Nico, I thought James Morris did a tremendous job on Orlando Robinson, being very physical with him.
You know, he's a freshman, guys. I mean, he's improved probably more than anyone in our program from the beginning of the year till the end. He's just been phenomenal, and he plays so physical. He plays hard. He's a big-time competitor, and I agree with you. I thought he was awesome defensively, and he made some big, defensively, he made some big offensive plays for us as well, and so that's huge, and he just continues to improve.
Nico, really quick, Coach Lapis said that if you guys get a lot of snow back home, you better call a snowplow so your wife doesn't have to shovel.
Oh, she'll be fine. I mean, she's only got a 2- and a 4-year-old, and back home. But we've got great neighbors, and they'll help her. But yeah, I mean, they're saying it could be 40-some inches. So.
If you want to stay married, get the plow.
Hey, I got it covered, Coach Lapp. We got it covered.
Good luck tomorrow, Nico.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Colorado State and Utah State tomorrow in the semis. 72-62 the final. For Steve Lapis, our entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll be back tomorrow for the semis, but now we send you back to our New York studios for Inside College Basketball Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. Adam and the gang, take it away.